Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're gonna be replacing the water pump on the Toyota pickup. It gave out on us like about 2 days ago, and it started a small leak, so we're gonna replace it. This is the part number, and it's from Gate, and it comes with the gasket. And also, that's it. Just the gasket and the bolt for the fan. So we got this of we got all this on Walk Auto, and while we're at it, we're going to replace the belts. So it has 3 belts. This is for the AC, this is for the alternator and fan, and this is for the power steering pump. So for the power steering it's 9440, alternator and fan is 7345, and AC is 9350. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling off whatever needs to be removed to get to the water pump and the belts. Alright, so we're gonna start off by removing this intake tube. Just 2 10mm bolts, Phillips screws. Next, we're gonna remove this upper radiator hose. Okay, so we just removed this tube, put it off to the side, and we're going to undo that hose down there. It has a 10mm bolt holding it to the clamp, and then we're gonna undo these 10mm to get this shroud out the way for a little bit, while we get these other, I think these are like 12 or 13s. So it has one here, I think one's missing, and then it has 2 on this side, this one and that one down there, and then we should be able to pull out the radiator. Next, we're going to remove the clutch fan, and there's 4 10mm nuts. So we're going to grab one nut with 1 10mm and then loosen this one while we hold on to this one. So we're going to do that and then pull off the clutch fan. Next, once the clutch fan is off, we're going to put the nuts back on so we won't lose them. And we're going to loosen this nut off the tensioner. It's a 19mm. So give it a couple of turns, and then we're going to back off this bolt. It's a 12mm to get the tension off of the belt. You can see this belt is pretty old, so we're going to give it a couple of turns. So with the power steering belt off, we are going to remove the AC next. That's the middle belt. We have to loosen this nut right here on the tensioner pulley. So there's another bolt down here. I'd like to show you guys this bolt right here. So we're going to loosen that one, and that's going to remove the tension from this pulley, and then we're going to be able to remove this AC belt. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll put you guys back on. Alright, so we got the alternator belt off. It's this last one here, so they're still in order. And that was a 12mm. It's a bolt up here they have to loosen. So now all we have to do is start removing all these bolts. We're going to remove this pulley first, because there is a bolt right here, this one right here, that the pulley is blocking. So we're going to remove the pulley, and then we'll go ahead and remove the water pump. We're going to draw the water pump on the cardboard and put the bolts back on the cardboard, just so we won't lose them, and so we can know where they go. And then we'll go ahead and remove this water pump. Okay, so we cleaned up the water pump a bit. We sprayed down some degreaser, and we also hit it with the wire brush just to get some of the gunk off. It's really messy down there. But next we're going to trace the water pump, or a rough sketch of what it looks like, so you can see that the water pump is like this on there. So we're going to use the same box that it came in, and we're just going to do a rough template of how the bolts, or where the bolts go. 7 bolts and 2 nuts. So we're just going to trace this, and then put the bolts where they go. so we can put them back in the same place. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll put you back on. We poked out the holes for the bolts with the screwdriver. Now we're gonna pull bolt by bolt. We're gonna place it on here, and if it's a nut, I believe there's 2 nuts. I might be wrong, but if it's a nut, we're just gonna put an end and put the nut in the box. We got all the bolts out. There is 2 nuts, so this one's a nut and this one's a nut, and the rest are bolts. This is the 12 millimeter, the rest are 10 millimeters, and they are in pretty rough shape. We're gonna hit them with the wire wheel. Hopefully they're still usable. So now you just pull off the water pump, slide it off of the studs, and I guess, I don't know where the water was coming from, but I guess it's bad. I mean, there is a lot of rust on there. They've been using water instead of coolant. So we're gonna have to scrape all this off, clean it real good before we put the new one on. But yeah, so just make sure all this is super clean before you put the new gasket on. So let us get to scraping, and then we'll put you guys back on. Now we're just running the tap into the bolt holes just to clean them up, because they were a little rusted. Well, the bolts were a little rusted. We're just gonna clamp them onto the vise and hit them with the wire wheel a bit, just to clean off the rust. And we cleaned up the surface as best we could. And we just gotta spray it down with some brake cleaner, and then should be ready for the gasket. Alright, so we just clamped the bolt on here to the vise. We're gonna hit it with this wire wheel. Now we have all the bolts clean. They're a bit shinier. Some of them are pitted. Like this one's a little pitted right here, but we're just gonna run them like that for now. And whenever we decide to rebuild the engine, we'll replace all the bolts. But for now, we're just gonna run them like this. Now it's time to put some RTV on the gasket. Actually, before we do the RTV on the gasket, we're gonna run these studs into the water pump. These are what hold the pulley and the fan. So we're gonna put some blue thread locker, just a little drop, and we used 2 of the nuts that hold the clutch fan to run it in. So we just put one the right way and the other one upside down. We're gonna run it down, and they don't have to be like super tight, just tight enough so it won't back off. Now that we have the water pump coated with the RTV, we are going to throw it on the truck, and we're going to run the bolts in. Now that the water pump is on, we're gonna slide the pulley over that. We'll make sure that your pulley is good. You're gonna slide it over the water pump, and then start your fan. Make sure it sits all the way in. Start putting the nuts on. The other battery died, so I couldn't show you guys, but we just ran it in as best we could with the wrench. So now we're gonna put the serpentine belt, which is the smallest one. This is the one that we labeled alternator fan 7345 from Gates. So just try to get a rough measurement to make sure that they're both the same. And I'm gonna slide it over the fan. And onto the alternator, water pump, and harmonic balancer. Now that the belt is on, we're gonna put some tension on the alternator using this little pry bar. once we have the tension where we want it, we're gonna use the 12mm on this bolt right here to tighten the alternator so it won't move anymore. Just be careful with the power cable because it is right here right here on top. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll put you guys back on. With the belt tight, now we could get to these bolts. Nuts. And if you need to rotate it, you just go down to the crank pulley and turn it. I think it's a 19mm. Next, we're going to install the AC belt, which is this one. So on the gates, it is part number 9350. Once again, just get a rough measurement to make sure it's the right belt. And you can see these old belts. I don't know if they'll focus, but they're really cracked. It's time to replace those. So we're gonna throw this one on. And for this one, you don't have to go over the clutch fan. You have to get it to that middle pulley right there, and the AC and the tensioner down here. Once the belt is on, you have to tighten the bolt to put the tension on, which is a size 14mm. Once the tension is where you want it, then you lock in the pulley bolt or tighten the pulley bolt. This one right here, and that's also a 14mm. And the last one is the power steering belt, part number 9440. So this one, you do have to go over the clutch fan and get it on the last pulley on the harmonic balancer. So there's 3 pulleys. The first one is the water pump alternator, the second one is the AC, and the third one is the power steering. So once this belt is on, you tighten this bolt, and then you hit this one with the 19mm. Now that all the belts are on, we can start putting the radiator back in. Next, we're going to install the radiator hose and also the top intake tube. And then lastly, we're going to install that last radiator hose on there, the bottom one. Okay, so everything is on, and we're going to start pouring in some 50/50 from AutoZone. Real quick, before we finish bleeding the truck, I just wanted to show you guys the old water pump. See all that corrosion. Alright, so it got dark on us, so we have the light out here. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn on the truck, we're gonna turn on the heater, and we're gonna let it warm up, and then we're gonna top it off as needed. So we are on our 2nd gallon of coolant, and it's almost halfway gone. So we're gonna see, we have a 3rd gallon ready to go just in case. So let's go ahead and turn it on, and then I'll put you guys back on once we have the coolant topped off. It's been a couple of minutes, and the temperature is still holding up to that right there, and we have the heater blowing, but it's not hot. So actually, not bad. We have to put it in the heat. Maybe that's what it is, I don't know. But it doesn't feel like it's blowing hot air. So we are thinking that it might be the thermostat not opening and closing. So we might have to replace that tomorrow. We're gonna let it run for a couple more minutes, see if anything changes. But if not, then tomorrow we will be replacing the thermostat, and probably that does the trick. But either way, the coolant was coming from like the water pump area. When it was leaking the coolant, it wasn't from like the radiator or anything like that. So let's hope it's not the thermostat. Okay, so after holding the gas pedal in for a couple of seconds, the heater started working. So I don't know if that has anything to do with you pressing on the gas, but I think it should have warmed up by itself. And temperature is holding up the same spot. So we're gonna call it a night, and tomorrow morning we're gonna check it. If it needs any coolant, we're gonna top it off. But for now, that's it for this video. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Yonke_OXC Films. I'll leave that in the description down below. And also we have a couple of decals coming for you guys, so make sure to stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you in the next one.